About the dream scourge. What if it happens to us?
Ignore that. It's just a dream.
If you don't take it, the Adirans will. The other Adirans, I mean.
If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink.
Don't sign any petitions, no matter what anyone says.
Looks like they forgot to man this checkpoint. Ever.
Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads. Well, that didn't take long.
Don't mess with us! Oh, you see that?
Everybody all right?
Once I got drunk and lost back here looking for a chamber pot. Aiming through the best parties. If there's anything worth finding. It'll be in here.
Well, there you have it.
So, Claviger Amon not only knew about the rebels, he also gave them access to a hideout in the cistern. None. I knew he was protective of Paradise, but I never would have dreamed he'd get in bed with organized rebels. Look, everyone who settles in the Living Lands comes from somewhere, but until recently, those settlers have been people, not nations. But when Adir built an embassy and filled it with dignitaries and troops, some started to worry that your laws and governors would follow.
Right, all of that. Don't forget why we're here. You hired me to hunt the rebels down, and now we know where they are. The cistern beneath the Temple of Andra. Good place for a hidden base. It sits just below the city, where the people and patrols will never look.
Maybe we should bring reinforcements. I bet.
They'd only slow us down.
On to the Temple of Andra, then.
Right, after you.
I'm starting to see why Amon was going gray all of a sudden.
Cozy. one lives there at the moment. I guess the Clevenger didn't like having neighbors. Here's where the rats live. Reasonable rent if you can get it.
Get him! I protect!
Let's go. Let's see what you got. Then raw. Then raw. Who's ready for more?
Wish they had a back entrance. The bronies here are...
Oh, great queen that was!
Welcome, envoy. You look well. At least the weather's decent.
Maybe don't look so endearing around here. Paradise militia can be a bit oversensitive.
finest distilleries in Thirdborn. The only potion.
Lady of Lament, grant us your strength, so we may overcome adversity as the wave overcomes the shore.
What sweaty, adherent beast used my chair?
Gods, what a mess.
The adherents have come back. They will not.
The downside of Adir's new arrivals. Paradise
could move
doesn't
back
have
into
room for
Paradise?
everyone.
Of course. Nothing out here.
You take that back. There's some good people here.
Little shits! Flying rats! What else are you gonna take?
Nice and quiet here. Take a moment to breathe. Ugh. Did this place always smell like sweat? Careful. Some people have fallen down these stairs. Not me, mind.
Stay back! They might circle around.
They've got my crew's swollen nets. The one treasure I have in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. Their medallions, small. Sailors in my, You're that envoy, aren't you? I start looking in hot. I don't know why they line their nests with.
Would it even make a difference if I said don't do it?
Hope you're limber and light on your feet. Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
Hello? Please.
Who is that, Loughlin? I hear unfamiliar footsteps.
Visitors, dearest. No one we know. Sorry for that. My husband. Can I help you with something? Oh, Ramay!
Oh, Ramay! Ah, good soul on that woman. We went through some hard times together.
That we did, dearest. Did Ramay tell you we have enemies back in Adia?
It's true. Only a matter of time before their friends spot us in the city.
We don't want any trouble. Just to live our lives in peace. So, it's time to move on. Only it's not so easy as just walking out the door. First off, we need herbs.
Ondra's kiss, the apothecary said. I should be able to get these eyes back in shape.
Only the apothecary didn't have any. Said it grows by the Eastern Gorge, overlooking the massive skeleton of some beast. Dangerous place. Oh, well, that makes it easy. Ah, thank you kindly. If it's not too much to ask, we also need to get our land deeds for Thirdborn. We bought them through an Almaua broker in the city, but we haven't been able to get them.
Oh, it's a miracle, love.
That it is. Thank you again. We can't thank you enough. There is one thing more, though.
Oh, yes. That.
The smugglers who are taking us out of here, they're beached north of the sea stacks, away from where the Adirans are looking. No, it's not that. The problem is that these smugglers found out we're Adiran.
Don't like us much.
And they've doubled their price. We had barely enough for the journey before. Yes.
And if they knew what we were wanted for...
Bloodwine!
Oh, I mean... Oh, shit.
Good. Thank you. We appreciate the help, and we'd rather not relive our past.
A lot of people come here running from something. Most want to leave it behind.
I bring my flute up here sometimes. It's nice and quiet at night.
Cheap wares for cheap folks.
Has to be around here somewhere.
Any luck with the search? Well, not the gods. Thank you. Don't worry, I will. In fact, you can have mine. It's enchanted. Might be some kind of luck for you. Don't mention it. Just one more thing. All this time, I've been sure this was Helia's doing, but maybe it's just superstition. Do you really think the gods curse us over past mistakes? They do, don't they? You know, it's kind of a relief to think that we're beneath their notice. How'd I ever end up here? The Living Lands was supposed to be about fresh starts and new adventures, but just look at this dump. Thanks for the swollen nets, and for taking a weight off my shoulders.
Get him! The armor's too weak here. See!
one's mine. I was just getting warmed up. Castle's Farm. You want to do some stretches before you go there. Believe me.
Seeing any sign of some magical experiment.
Captain knew this wasn't a sure thing. At least he's trying.
I'm sure that'll mean a lot when they come for our heads.
Quiet as the depths.
Let's show them.
Nice job, everyone.
Get down! They hit me! You bastard!
I think it's clear something happened here.
This is stupid. It's a waste of time.
Captain better find something up there. All this is for nothing.
Hey,
There's nothing
who's there?
up there. You don't know it.
Take your best shot. Left, left.
Got it! Oh, take a breather, folks. Getting out of this alive.
Captain, we're not alone here.
Gods, what else? Hold fire. Maybe they're willing to talk. Please, please don't hurt us. We're just trying to get this Audra for Captain Bardado before she comes and kills us. We made a mistake. Defalva's Audra is unretrievable. On the bottom of the sea, somewhere between here and the Deadfire. We acquired some luminous Audra from the Valian Trading Company, meaning to sell it to Sapienta Defalva in Paradis. My ship sank in a massive storm on the way here, and the Audra was lost. We got to shore, but that's the least of our worries. That would be more deadly than getting caught by Bardado. At least the Valians could show mercy. Our plan was to tell the client we couldn't get the Adra and hide out in Paradis until we knew we were out of trouble. The Valians weren't far behind us. Bardado gave us one last chance. If we could find enough Adra to replace what we lost. Are you serious? You do that for us? If that means what I think it means, I'm all for it. Better odds than we have now. We're supposed to bring the Adra to Bardado at the Usher's Hand just north of here. She's probably already there waiting for us. If you somehow make it out alive with the Adra, get it to Sapiento de Falva in Paradis. Maybe he'll do some good with it.
Careful. There's a reason this place is called Castle's Folly, and it's not because of its whimsical sense of humor.
Good fight.
Look, Marius. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about Juliana. I know you're not asking my opinion, but for what it's worth, I appreciate you understanding her situation. I couldn't agree with you more. Out here, you've got to live and let live. Principles are one thing, but you can't let them get in the way of basic decency. I wish more of your countrymen took that view. I'll be here if you need me. Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there.
You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the worst kind of flesh wounds. Lots of open skin contact. Snapflies like the peeled skin. Fog mites love the blood.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
I have some tanglewort in my pack. That should clear it right up.
Okay. If you insist.
You can thank me later. That's what I'm here for.
I've always hated spiders. Ow!
Hush now. Save your strength.
You say that like...
Hold it there, amigo. We're expecting. Trevik and his scabby nuts stole Adra from the Valiant Trading Company. This is widely advised against. You see what I mean? So I'm here in my capacity as a procurement agent, if you will. I bring back the Adra, or I bring back their heads. Cute. No, Barrister, me. But failure to sell off their stolen goods doesn't erase the fact that they were stolen in the first place. Well then, I guess we'll go kill Trevik and his crew after we take the ad. Bring me their heads!
Another glorious battle.
No one's come to claim him. I suppose I should say.
My friend, any chance you found some luminous Adra for me? Thank you. Thank you! Now my work can continue. Take this. I was saving it for a rainy day, but who knows when that will be. Perfectly honest? My track record isn't great, but this is the best chance I've ever had. Thank you again, my wonderfully unique friend. May you find a kinship with this land.
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't survive. Be safe out there, you hear?
Bad luck to hang around a graveyard. Maybe we should move on.
Got trouble. Uninvited company.
That's
Grave robbers. Reincarnating as
They're a pro.
Well, I'll be damned. You lads see this? A blasted godlike. In the flesh.
That's no godlike. There aren't any godlikes around anymore.
Seriously, Tiny? Do you not see that face? Use your fucking eyes for once.
I still don't like it when you call me that.
Tiny's got a point, though. Thought your kind had vanished. That's so. I bet those crazy types in Fjord would pay real nicely for a chance to examine you. But us... yeah, we're more in the business of liberating valuables from the dead. What are you doing here? Then I recommend you look around elsewhere. No need for this to get ugly.
Go find your own grave to loot. This is our claim. We can? I mean,
Nope, Don't you pull this shit again, Tiny.
This was all the boss's idea, not mine. I never even wanted to be a looter. Man's gotta eat.
You little shit!
All right, thank you. Ma would thank you too.
You know this was your last chance, Tiny. If I ever see you again.
Arms up. Here we go. Is that it?
I'll never rob a grave again, I swear.
Nothing to see here, friend. Look alive, ladies and gents. We have a visitor. Ah, a kind-hearted Adiran. How nice for them to find a friend here. The way I understand it, they don't have many friends among your countrymen.
Take it easy on him, Soldis. He's all right. For an Adiran.
Fine, if you say so. Well, what do you want? No deal. Pay the difference, or forget it.
Soldis, the envoy saved my life at Northreach.
And glad I am that you're here. But a deal is a deal. We don't give handouts.
It's 2 clients. Believe me, you don't want to get on his bad side.
Oh, Andra's tits! Are we a charity now? Fine. Tell your miserable countrymen the deal is settled. Free of charge. We'll take them to Thirdborn when they're ready.
Literally, don't mention it. Remember, I still don't know you.
What are you grinning about?
Huh? I wasn't grinning.
Right. Well, stop it.
That's just how my face looks, Marius. Hey, you got something on your mind? Something you want to talk about?
See? You're doing it now.
Well, Now you're being funny.
Oh, gods. I'm just making it worse.
Then rock! Eon seek! Then rock!
Well, that was fun.
This looks like the path Offric told us about.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that. The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Lands suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed. The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum.
You will let him go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting him go? Well, my orders say no one.
Hikara, yes. Tell the envoy about your precious orders. I could recite them in my sleep.
Right. Sorry, envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The Oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. And Envoy, thanks. I know Offreak will appreciate you looking into this.
Beyond seek. Seek. Go.
Right behind you. Look alive. They've seen us. Well done.
Gods. Never seen anything like it.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Tripwire's broken. I bet Offric's people came through here.
Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Gods. No one knew that was down here.
My jewels. Whispers of searing light.
Zarabs. Want to sneak or fight?
That's all of them. Right behind you.
And Roth! And Roth! Eckworth and Roth! Luthen! Eckworth and Roth!
Offrey!
Hold it together, kid. We're nearly there.
I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is
Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair. Oh, God, that's wretched. Are you sure you're not trying to kill me?
Gods, calm yourself. Your wound's already closing.
See? You'll be back on your feet in no time.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here? Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Admin, honest. Horse shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. He's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here. Right, yeah. We got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too.
He's gonna have a hard time getting out of here, but at least we gave him a fighting chance.
So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle.
I imagine the Oracle has something to do with that creepy statue we saw before. Maybe we should take a look.
That's one for...
Didn't realize the head of the steel garrote was into antiques. I see someone. Be ready for anything.
My brother. Can it be? Come, stand in the light. Let me look at you. It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us, but you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargamas, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? Then Sargamas spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargamas. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Hamka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants. We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow. But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly. In this moment, we are not entirely alone. Indeed. It has been my obsession these last few years. Hewn by my own hands from stone in Adra, and no small degree of melancholy. I suspect it will be my last great labor before this body is returned to the earth, and I am returned to my god. If I am, it is from an affliction that death will not cure. But no, brother, I am only very old. My light is waning. As Aethys' essence leaves the world, I am leaving with him. His essence has kept me alive for centuries, and soon we will enter the longest night. I am as you are, though I do not care for the word. Aethys the Dawn Treader is my lord and patron. If you will forgive me saying so, I am surprised to meet you here. Even before the vanishing of our kind, it had been some years since a child of Galawain came to speak with me. And I have never seen a member of the Lord of the Hunt's coterie whose visage resembles yours. Ah, of course. I should not have assumed. I have had the great privilege to speak with thousands of our kind during my long life. And you do not resemble a single one of them. But if not Galawain, I cannot imagine who else among the Pantheon might have blessed you. My relationship with my lord has oftentimes been the one succor through difficult seasons of my life. I hope that when you find your patron, it is the same for you. May I ask, as a god's child, did your earthly parents love you? Even many kith untouched by gods are not so lucky. There are many theories, which the holy and learned of Eora have only just begun to argue. But you did not ask me for theories. Frankly, I do not know for certain. However, I believe the gods are preparing for war. A war of all against all. A struggle between destiny and design. Who yokes the soul of the world? Whose machinations turn the wheel? Who acts and whom is acted upon? That is the ultimate power, brother. The only power there is. To decide the fate of another, and to make it so. For so long as we have lived, it is the gods who have decided for us. But change is possible, if we are brave enough to want it. And kith have lately grown very brave indeed. Be welcome, for you have found it. People like you and I once sought this place in moments of spiritual turmoil, when the world and our souls could not find rest. Moments of war, famine, massacres, when those such as us are called upon to speak the gods' wills and to lead. But I have seen not one of us these last 3 years, and it is rare indeed that pilgrims come to pray. Perhaps our meeting now is the work of immortal hands. I pray that it is so. Godlike. Such a meager word for us, who are the gods' eyes and ears and hearts. We are the phenomena through which the gods experience the world. We are as like the gods as a finger is like a man. You and I and our raptured brethren, we are the gods themselves.
That's all very poetic, but it doesn't answer the question. Is this place special to godlikes?
It had been once, when we were legion, but no longer. Our kind came here to find fellowship and understanding, in a world determined to bend us to its purposes. This is a heavy burden you carry, to be beloved of both a god and a god among men. I imagine one cannot help but wonder, did he elevate you for your skills and knowledge, your strengths, your accomplishments, or for what you are? You and I are instruments of a divine will. In choosing you to be his envoy, your emperor ennobles his purpose and tarnishes yours. Indeed, my soul has dwelled in this form for centuries, beyond even the lifespan of the longest-lived elf. My lord Aethys inspired my birth in the same year the kingdom of Adir was founded. You might say my birth heralded the empire you now serve. Many, yes. Some that inspired awe, others dread. For a time, I proselytized among the colonists who first settled Ir Glanfath. I held the door of my parish church against an onslaught of Glanfathan raiders, and I watched them fall prostrate before my light. I tended the wounded in the Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees, the War of Defiance, and in many wars that were never given the dignity of a name, and since have been forgotten. I can hardly recall them anymore. Is that what they're calling him now? I heard the man that was Widewin speak when he was but a farmer. He had a presence even then, furious, incandescent. It was astonishing, his power. I wonder, had my lord already made a home in his body by then? Did my lord share with Widewin his plans to wage a pointless, bloody war while wearing the poor man's face? What a grave injustice, to have your body stolen and be made into a saint. Tragic Widewin. Pitiable Widewin. I grieve for what became of him. The Deerwood has been a troubled place since the very moment of its inception. Conflicts erupted as regularly as spring flowers, to bloom and die as swiftly. So, there is always some dark corner in need of light, if you'll indulge me in the metaphor. Truthfully, I had been jailed for proselytizing in Culplin, and it was to the colonies I was exiled. So it was the Deerwood or death. I had nowhere else to go. That is a question for my lord. I have asked him many times, but even when he spoke to me, he would not say. I suspect it is his essence that has kept me alive, and now that he has abandoned this world, well, I soon expect to die. In prayer, in dreams, as I ate and loved and labored, his voice was a constant murmuring in my ear. But when I spoke to him, he never did reply. So, do not mistake his talking for a conversation. He only wanted to be heard. Not anymore. About 630, yes. Give or take a decade. One does lose count. Be my guest. An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Right. Maps, ropes, pitons, rugged boots, water for days, people down here looking for stuff.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. The splinter of Aethys is a sliver of shinbone from my lord's Titan body. It was carved from his skeleton many centuries ago. Yet long after the gods left this mortal world to claim their dominion in the beyond, the splinter is infused with the very essence of my lord's power. To illuminate without fire, to heal without injury, and to speak without voice. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
Right. Here it comes.
You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. I am most grateful. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, brother.
The bridge is out, but that looks like the way to the relic.
Roots clogging up this tunnel. mine now. Take him down. Stay down.
And rough. And rough.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
And rough. And rough.
Never knew there were little houses. Then again, I never needed to come down here before, so there's that.
Worth and rough. Next worth and rough.
Next one's mine.
And rough.
We got them all.
Dream scourge ahead. I hate to think it reaches all the way down here.
Thorns beside violets. Essence twisted out of shape.
And rough. Eckworth and rough.
A pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice. There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it.
Right. I haven't been in a lot of ancient ruins. You don't have to be an expert too. Probably a trap.
False item. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
We'd better get moving too.
Oh, no, you don't!
For more. That ought to be all of it, right? Have I mentioned that I think this is a terrible idea? The way out must have flooded during that earthquake. Blasted ruins.
Well, better a flood than a cave-in.
Beyond seek.
Good eyes. Them are those. Something's not right here. Take a look around. We found the expedition. Looks like they've only been dead a few hours. But how did they get in here?
They didn't come the same way we did. I'll remind you we had to swim here. And look, there's no way these people died of natural causes. Murder usually leaves a mark.
It's like every member of the expedition team just collapsed.
Do I even want to know what an animat is?
An animancer could explain it better, but they're basically suits of armor brought to life by bound souls.
Right. I knew I didn't want to know.
The Oracle couldn't have put the expedition's souls in the statue of Aethys, right? There's still a lot of debate over what even happened at Ukaizo. Perhaps the Oracle knows the truth, or perhaps he's just as lost as we are. Aethys is a dangerous god associated with Eora's bloodiest wars, and he recently killed thousands of people in Deadfire. Now, we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
Why has he come here? Why does he build the idol in this place? Even the flood could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
I don't know what this guy's capable of, but I've got your back.
There you are. You have been gone some time. Do you carry the splinter of Aethys? Ah, I did not expect you to be so thorough in your explorations. As to whether does death occur in one sense, that in either case. If one were to take your narrow-minded view, but you see, I have their essences help to You what is the source? Not our division from them, no. It is a wound. If we are to alleviate, we must give him in, or the atrocities of the Dead Fire. Even the Redeemer needs Aethys. Do you carry? Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Aethys' body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And he speaks to me no longer. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, locked into the reliquary, he will finally be. All that is left is for you to play.
Me? If I ever suggest helping some crazy Nimdu bring a
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restore even I can see. And I can't imagine a worse fate than I've heard.
I cannot. But when I returned, you see, I am willing to endure. Aethys is weak. He expended by the time he reached Ukaz. The god that it is that thing. Once you have together. There we are. Now, fill the statue with essence. Do me the honor of pulling the lever, just there. And my lord will return to face justice. Any moment now. My god Aethys, are you there? No! It's not working! Something is wrong. My lord Aethys has not returned. Something is missing from my design. Something I did not account for. It must be the chime. Without its ringing, he cannot hear the statue's call. My brother, will you join my holy work and lend your chime to the cause? No. This statue, its purpose, it has been the sole focus of my every waking moment from the instant Aethys left the world. The elaborate construction you see around us was not my original intent. It came with time. All the result of many tests, and many failures. How could the world forgive me if I stopped? It seemed I was iron, blood, you see. But you... No, no. That would not be appropriate. He has made... You? My God, you are right. It must be me. Before I leave you, I would ask you to tell me something. What do you believe we are to our gods? I pray you have the chance. Goodbye, my friend. Walk always in the light. If thine heart be black, if thine intention be impure, thy life is forfeit. For he hath seen, he can see, he will see. Nothing is hidden from his glory. His light touches every corner of the world. Nothing is hidden from his sight, nor shall it be from mine.
Gotta pull the lever to siphon it into the statue.
Well, if we're gonna pull the ascended lever, we better get to it.
Nothing, huh? On the bright side, at least the Oracle's not around to see this.
After all that, I'm almost disappointed. This world has had enough highly destructive god statues, thanks.
What do you think, Envoy? Can a god really die?
You're saying he'll come back eventually.
That sounds like a question for a priest. Well, with the Oracle dead, I guess we should get going. Right behind you, Envoy.
Hear us, follow us. We would speak to you. It wakes, a host, form-given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout, fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed, a secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift? A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction. Then, when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us?
New earth to kill, we flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
The Oracle might have been a creepy, murdering Korva, but he sure kept a nice home.
Guess his work on that statue didn't leave much time for renovations. Never thought I'd be so relieved to see Paradis.
Well, that was certainly an experience of some kind. Let's go catch up.
Try a better weapon.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
And raw! On your right! See! One for you!
Never trust a waterfall. Who knows what's hiding back there? Zarps and ogres don't raid for fun. They raid because people turn hunting grounds into farmland.
North and raw! North and raw!
To your left! I shouldn't need to tell you that ogres are dangerous. Just look at that one.
We make a good squad.
Then raw. Then raw. Then raw. Then raw.
Well, no one's come to claim him. I suppose I should see.
Well, show it. Remind me not to get on your back. Seems you're making a habit out of killing ogres. Well, I hope you're proud of all you've done.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the envoy thing doesn't work out.
Nice work on the bounty.
Hey, it's the envoy!
Envoy, hey!
I swear, I owe you the world.
I owe him the world. He saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on their way?
No. Oh, gods. Does he mean?
They didn't make it, Offric. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
What happened?
What?
Right. So it could have been worse.
They probably went quickly, if that helps.
I can't understand this.
Hey, Offric, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. And dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead? At least they got justice.
And I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been fine without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy. Ambassador Heelguard has written to Expedition Command back in High Crown to see if they'll let us come home.
Oh, while we wait for their reply, I thought...
Wait. Let me guess. Mermaid's Den.
You told him?
It was a moment of weakness. I thought I was dead. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruiting, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
Well, I'm sure you've got big Envoy things to do.
I don't know if...
If you're ever in High...
Yeah.
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it.
These two will be just fine. I'm sure.